Okay, there we go. I think we are back here. That was exciting. I haven't run into that OBS issue in a couple of weeks here where OBS just completely freaks out. But that was it there. I had to restart the entire software twice. But I think we're good now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's get back to this. I was answering the question about what was my first strategy/simulation game here. The answer to that would be Mech Commander. That was my original strategy game. I was like, I don't know, maybe like 6 when I got into that one. That was exciting. Okay, so we need to have resources in our inventory, a bunch of iron plates, a bunch of copper plates, and coal. Okay, do we have... Let's see, this is stone up here. We need to find some copper. Where would we find copper? Up here? Yes. Copper is up this way. So I'm going to take out some of these guys. And we're going to need to go up and grab some copper here. Okay, so we're going to put some burner mining drills over here. There's not really anywhere... Well, I don't necessarily want it there. Let's see here. Fairly small numbers here. 900, and we can have this be something like 700. It'll do for now. It's not perfect. Hello, pause menu. Okay, I'm going to do that a lot until I get used to getting rid of it with E and Q. I'm just going to spam escape, and it's not going to be great. So obviously, we're not going to be able to get things up there just yet in terms of our coal. But let's pull a little bit of coal out of here, and let's manually bring it up. We're going to need copper, that's for sure. So we're going to put some copper, or some coal in here, rather. Okay, so 150 iron plates. We should probably put in another burner inserter here. That way? Yes, I think. Yes. And we should grab this stone furnace and put that right here. We don't have anything here. I'm actually going to grab that box. This is actually completely useless at this point, since this is circling. So that's no problem. We're going to grab some coal out of here, and we are going to fuel up this guy. Cool. Okay, I'm going to grab these furnaces out of here too. For now, I'm not too concerned about them. And we need some coal for this inserter. Sounds good. So we have 25 out of 75 here. We need copper plates, and we're going to want to come up over here. In our inventory, we do have some transport belts. Okay. So thinking about this, I would probably want to change how these are located. Yeah. So we would want to... It wouldn't be necessarily hugely efficient, but something kind of like that. We can worry about efficiency later on. So then I would want these to come down kind of like so. And then we would insert these into furnaces as well with inserters. So that would go like that. Although this should probably be... this is okay. That's fine. For another inserter, we need a iron plate and an iron gear wheel. So that's like 3 iron plates in total. Okay. We'll make an iron gear wheel, and that allows us to make a burner inserter. And then we would come up here and put that like that. Cool. They start with a tiny bit of power, which is interesting. We would do something kind of like that, and then like that. We're lacking in coal over here, so we'll need to go get some more coal. There we go. That'll do. And up over here, we need a lot of fuel. So for now, I'm just going to put 7 in there, and then 25 in here, and 25 in here. I want to right-click these to go into them rather than left-click, but that's not how that works. I'll get used to that. We'll just get some coal out of here. There we go. Okay, so copper plates. We need 50 of those. And those are smelting up. Iron plates, we need 150 of. So I feel like we should probably extend this a little bit with another picker. So another burner inserter here. And we would position that right there. We would need power for it, of course. We'll hop over here and grab that. And I do have a good amount of coal as it is, actually. But we can do that. 150 iron plates is a lot of iron plates, at least for right now. I imagine that's going to be a small amount for later. That was 100 in there, so we'll just grab that out of there. We've actually almost got our 150. And there's our 150. So let's go grab copper plates now. What do we got here? We've got 20 and 20. So we just need 10 more and a little bit of coal. I did that wrong. There we go. That would be a little bit better. Cool. So that's enough coal, and we just need 10 more copper plates. So that's 6 and 5. I have everything I need now. It's time to move on. Okay, so next level. What do we got? I could use some equipment from our crashed ship, but first I need to locate it. If I had enough electricity, I could build a radar to locate the crash site. Is that how radar works? I have the electricity test setup almost ready. I just need some water from the lake. So we need an offshore pump. Okay, so that's pipe to ground. That's a boiler, steam engine, offshore pump. Okay, so just making everything we need for that. Cool. And we can put that in somewhere over like this. And then we're going to need some pipes. Yep, that is exactly correct. So we're going to make some pipes here. I don't know how many we'll need. We'll make 5 for now. And connect that in like that. Does this need to be connected? I believe it does, like that. Now, of course, we need some power here. So we're going to have to initially power this with coal. Got it. So we're going to get some coal here. Oh, we have some already. We power this like so. That generates electricity, which we can then, in theory, connect up. Probably using, yep, power lines. Okay. So that's fine. We'll need some wood, so let's chop down this tree quick. Maybe this one too. And get ourselves some electric poles. I don't know how many we'll need. We'll go for like 6. Actually, that's 10. That's 12. Feels a little overkill, but sure. We can power this like so. Hello, pause menu. That's going to keep happening for a bit here. And it's going to keep being annoying. I apologize for that one. So we're going to need a steady flow of coal going into our boilers, and we should not have this going like this, obviously. So the way that we want to do that is by picking up this guy. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have 11 inserters here. Okay. And we would want that to go like over here. We'll pick up this as well and change this power line to be, I don't know, like this instead. Okay. And then we would want to probably end up changing some of this. Oh, we've got lots of these. Like that. Except they need to go the other direction. There we go. Man, I'm going to keep doing that. And this must not be quite close enough. Correct. Well, this is going to be a bit of a mess, but sure. Okay. Waiting for space in destination. Cool. So that will get us some automated electricity-ish. At least until we run out of coal here. Sounds good. Gather resources and build radars. Okay, so what do we need for the radars? 5 iron gear wheels, 5 electronic circuits. What do we need for electronic circuits? Iron plate, copper cable. So we need... Oh, hello. Jerk. Do we need to repair that? I don't know how we would. Game hasn't taught us that. So I guess we'll just assume we don't. This is stone up here. Okay. We need some iron. We need some copper. Copper here, iron here. Sounds good. So we're going to want to build at least one. I would rather not have burner mining drills here since we have electricity. So at least one electric mining drill. Iron gear wheels. Oh, we have 2 of them. That would help if I, looked at the inventory. Okay, use burner inserters for the boilers so they work when your electricity gets killed. We could do that. For now, I'm not too concerned about that, I don't think, but that's definitely a good... Well, we should probably have a backup system like that of some way. And that outputs out the back. Okay, cool. So we'll put that right there for now. We will need to run power over this way. It looks like we can only go so far with the power lines. That is reasonable. And that doesn't quite reach, does it? Oof. Okay. So we would need to have this making its way up over, like this way would be fine. Cool. And then we would need to have some sort of smelter here. What do we have right now? We have stone furnaces, and that would require fuel, of course, but that's probably fine. Okay. So we would have them be like... Characters in the way. Yeah, fair enough. We'd have them be like right here. Ish. So we need a lot of copper. We need a lot of iron. We can use these inserters, but we're going to need to supply fuel to this. And electricity up over here would be pretty good. Something kind of like that. A little messy, but it's just the tutorial. It'll be fine. Okay. Now, as far as this goes, I would like to have something coming down this direction. Can we branch this? And have some of them come this way and some of them come this way? Possibly. But for now, it looks like all of them are coming down this way, which is, I guess, reasonable for the time being. Bring this in something like so. This pistol won't be enough to hold them. I should make a submachine gun. Okay, sure. Can't reach over here. Get out of here, you jerk. Okay. That's too close, isn't it? Okay. So they're going to break that pipe. That's very rude. We're going to need to fix the pipe. And I think we just have to straight up replace it. So let's make a pipe. Low on firearms magazines. Perhaps I can automate them using an assembling machine. Perhaps. For right now, we are working on getting some of this stuff. Okay. So this is only going to fill one side here. For the time being, I think I'm just going to disassemble this side. Like so. Okay. And then we would have these like that, and we would need some power here. That does mean that we probably don't need this power setup like this, but we would need to run a little power over here. Okay, so something kind of like that. Now, as far as this power up here goes, that's going to be a little bit spicy. Cool. So we still need a source of iron. So we're going to come up over this way and get ourselves our electric mining drill up here as well. 6,000? 7.3 thousand? Sure. Something kind of like that. And then we'll just drop that directly onto a conveyor belt like so. And we will insert those into just a stone furnace for the time being. Okay. So this is obviously sending all of the coal down over this way, which isn't necessarily what we want. We have a little bit of coal here right now. I think we probably end up wanting to redo this section, but that's fine. We will need power out over this direction. So we would need power here, which we can't reach. But we would need power like here, 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 and up over this way. Would be fine. Hello, pause menu. I'm going to keep doing that. And it is unfortunate. So we're going to need some coal here, and I think we have some. So we'll just put some coal in here for now. We may want to have multiple sources feeding this. That is something that we can definitely consider. And I wouldn't mind making that submachine gun. We need a bunch of iron plates and iron gear wheels for that. So, I mean, that's something that we can work towards. Cool. And we have a bunch of copper plates here. Okay. So for firearms magazines, we can make more with iron plates. But what was that about making an assembling machine? Okay, so we need 22 iron plates for that. We have 24 at this moment. Let's make that assembling machine. Get out of here, you jerks. We do need to get that submachine gun made. That's pretty clear. But there we go. Do we automatically heal, I wonder? We'll see. Okay, so for the submachine gun, we need 30 iron plates, and that's it. We've got 9 right now. So we'll keep working on that. We should probably turn up our production here a little bit. So make this just go straight a bit. And then something kind of like this, because we're going to need to extend this out a little further just to get us into the electricity there. Man, I'm going to keep doing that. That's just going to keep happening. There's a bunch of iron over here that are rather cold that I'm just going to grab, and we're going to put this in here. Cool. Okay, so we're going to run out of fuel here very soon. I'm going to manually put in some fuel here probably for now, but we need to alter how we have this set up. That's very clear. So we're going to manually put in a little bit more coal for the moment. And I want to remove these. There we go. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We could use a picker to grab some out of here. Is that going? I think that's going the wrong way. There we go. Like that. And then we use another picker here. And then we just put a little bit of conveyor belt like that. We had exactly the right amount. Cool. So this will fill up first, and then the excess will come down here. That'll be fine. Okay, so we needed a submachine gun. We probably have enough now to do that. Yes. So we'll make a submachine gun. There we go. And we will put that... Oh, we're making it right now. Okay. We were just making the components first, I guess. That's fine. We can equip several weapons. The active one is marked with a green background. You can change them by pressing tab. Okay, so we don't have any firearms magazines for that currently. We need to get that assembling machine put out. And what do we actually need to assemble firearms magazines? Iron plates, and that's it. So I'm assuming this needs power. Yes, we can power it like so. And then we can use an inserter to grab out of here, and then we're going to need another one to put into here, I guess. And then, like, one transport belt. Hey, get out of here, you jerks. Oh, are we out of ammo? We're out of ammo. Exciting. So, we should make ourselves a firearms magazine if we can. We're going to run up over here, grab ourselves a plate. Okay. And then make ourselves some firearms magazines. Okay, we died. I'm not super shocked about that, but we learned some lessons. We definitely learned some lessons there, and that is we need to move a little faster on getting ourselves a source of... firearms ammo. Okay, so we're going to go to 7.3K. I've learned some lessons here for sure. And we're going to drop that over there for the moment. We're going to need to get our pump, which was this one. Okay. So we get our pump, and we wanted that right there. And then we're going to get 5 pipes was the number that we needed. Okay. One there, one there, one there, there, and there. Cool. Now we need to get a little bit of coal and place that in here. And we're going to do this a bit differently this time. We have a number of pickers, and we're going to utilize those. We're going to grab off of here and then input it into here for right now. And then conveyors like we had previously. Like that. Now, obviously, we're going to need to get ourselves some wood to get some power lines going. So we're going to cut these down like we did previously. Okay. And let's get those. Let's see, where are those? Using small electric poles. Yes. Did you not give us a recipe? Oh, they're right here. I'm dumb. So we're going to get those set up. And we need power here and power here. We're going to need to run power out over this way as well. Okay, we're going to do it like that for the moment. Now, we're going to immediately put this into something like this. Okay, and we're going to put a couple of stone furnaces down over here. We're going to need pickers like this. Both of those are powered, so that should be good. These are, of course, unpowered at this time. And we don't have any coal here right now. So I'm just going to grab that, and we're going to put half of that coal in here, and the other half in here. Okay. So we'll get that going. It is getting dark. I should build some lamps. Ah, yeah, that was something that we probably should have built. Okay, so how much light does that actually provide? We'll try a lamp right here. It provides a little light. We could use like a couple more of them, but I want to come down over here and get some copper production going. So we're going to grab that, and that will be around 5.9K. Sounds good. We're going to need power down here, of course, and we will bring that down like so. There we go. And we're going to need some smelters over here. Cool. And some conveyors. These are a little too close, I think. Yes, they are. So we're going to have to move these. That's fine. Like here and here. Cool. And then we will move those in like that. And then we're going to need to grab our conveyors. And instead of having this be here, we're going to bring our conveyor over this direction. Now we're going to have to go around this pole, which is a little awkward, but it's fine. We'll bring it down like this. Oh, that's too close again. I keep doing that. Okay. Something kind of like that will do. And then we'll put in a picker here and a picker here. If we're going to do that, this is unnecessary. And then we're going to need that power pole to be like over here. Bit of a mess, but it's okay. So the idea there is that that will get, that'll get utilized. Now we're going to get rid of that. And that will be automatically done. Fantastic. So I also want to get some pickers over this way, right? So one here and one here, I think. Was that going the way I wanted it to? Actually, no. So like that. Cool. And then I'm just going to put this like that for now. We're going to need power to those, since we're using electric pickers for the moment. And we need to get ourselves an assembling machine, clearly, as soon as we can. So that's going to be a lot of iron plates and a little bit of copper as well. So we're going to come down here, grab ourselves the copper that we need. I want to just shift like that. There we go. And this one is there. That should be enough. So now how much do we need for our assembling machine? 22 iron plates. Okay, we're going to grab these here. And we've got 27. So we're going to make our assembling machine. Cool. There we go. And we're going to have that... Where does that output at? Does that not rotate? I guess it doesn't output. You just have to grab from it, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how this game works. But we're going to then grab from here and feed that straight on in. And we want this to work on firearms magazines. There we go. Cool. And then this needs to have something picked out of it, I guess. And then we can just put that into a box for now. We've got this box here. Oh, hello. We need to get that submachine gun made, but that's fine. We'll have that box there, and then we will just do something kind of like that. Okay. So that'll be fine. Satisfactory. Yeah, that's another game that's on my list of games that I think I would really enjoy, but just haven't gotten into. But yeah, I think that I would enjoy that game a lot. Same with this one. I haven't really gotten into this one, and I think I would like it. So 30 is what we need here. We're going to grab 72, and we can get that submachine gun made. So that's perfect. We're going to get that done. And with that, we should be able to much more easily defend ourselves. Cool. Entity pipette. Oh, okay. That's neat. We'll mark that one as red. Stack transfers. Yes, I figured most of that out. Shoot targeting. Yep. That was taught to us already. Bulk crafting. Right click to craft 5. Shift left click to craft as much as possible. Okay, good to know. We know how the burner inserter refueling ends up working. Oh, they can also refuel themselves. Okay, good to know. That would be what you were talking about with the burner inserters for the boilers. Sounds good. Insertion limits, yes. Limiting chests, okay. We can limit their inventory slots. And yeah, I noticed that there were 2 belt lanes. Electric network transfers energy from the producers. Yes, that's fairly expected. Steam power, yep. Okay, so... Yep. And we're going to come down over here. Grab ourselves some more firearms magazines. And can we have these in both slots? Apparently not. Interesting. So how do we switch over to... Oh yeah, tab. That's what it was. Okay, sounds good. So we've got our submachine gun good to go here. And at this point, what do we need to build our radars? Honestly, we can get started on those. Cool. So that's one of our 3 radars that we need. I want to grab additional copper plates here. We've got plenty of copper, I think. And I want to grab some steel plates here, although we're currently just pounding out the the firearms ammo. And that's eating up our steel plates. We've only got 14, or rather, iron plates? Yeah, iron plates. We've only got 14 right now. And that is, of course, because we are currently working pretty heavily on this. I feel like we have enough ammo for the time being, so I would like to temporarily shut this off. And my question is, how exactly does one do that? I guess you just turn off the component? Yeah, that works. Just deselect it. Okay. So we're going to grab some of those, and what all do we need for this? We need a total of 50 iron plates. Sounds good. Now, this consumes 300 kilowatts. How much... Hello. How much are we currently generating here? That's our steam engine. Okay, so we're generating 900 kilowatts. We're going to have a power shortage when we get all of these radar stations built. So the next question is, how's our water consumption going here? It seems like we might be able to get a second steam engine going, which would probably be worthwhile. That will need a bunch of iron plates, of course. But we can get that done now. Hey, stop it. Jerks killed our pipe. Okay. So we're going to need a new pipe, obviously. And we'll place that in right there. Cool. We're going to need a few more pipes. And I would like to create a branch here. I don't know if we can do that with pipes. Seems like we couldn't with conveyors. But if we do that, yeah, that connects. Cool. So ultimately, we're going to need another steam engine. That's pretty clear. But let's go ahead and put in our existing radar. We'll put that in, like, up over here for right now. The radars scan the surroundings. The more of them you have, the faster you'll be able to locate the shipwreck. Okay. Sounds good. We're lacking in burner fuel over here. This is fairly unsurprising. I'm pretty sure there's probably a way to repair these, but I don't know what it would be. The game has not taught us that yet. Okay. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Maybe. Okay, we'll grab those plates, and I would like to output another steam engine. We need 31 total plates for that. We've got a few. We'll take some out of here. We've got 25 right now. 38. Cool. So we'll get a steam engine going. Wait, we already have one? Cancel that. We already have one. And we're just going to put that in over here. And we'll bring in our other pipe. Do we have enough? Maybe. We need one more pipe. Cool. So that's fine. And that needs electricity. Apparently. Okay, there we go. Well, it needs a connection to output power, right? Are we lacking in something? Both of these are saying the same amounts, so I'm guessing that may not have been necessary. We'll see. We may also just not have enough water consumption, although I think we do. We may not have enough steam output. Looks like we do. Okay, well, we'll investigate that later on. We do need to continue to charge up this coal. Or charge this with coal, rather. And let's get a couple more radars built. So we'll get those both queued up, and let's get this objective completed. That's going to be a little bit for that crafting. One of your radars is under attack. Cool. I can fix the damage with a repair pick. Okay. So how do you make a repair pick? Repair pack. Now that would do it. Okay, so we'll make one of those. And then we can... each usage of this... Okay, so that's a consumable, presumably. But we can get a decent amount of repair done there. Sounds good. We've got our radars good to go. Radars consume a lot of electricity. Yep, we did expand our electricity generation. Gun turrets, huh? Okay. We'll need a bunch more iron plates for that, but that's fine. We'll grab some. And some out of here and out of here. Okay. So at this point, we can make one gun turret. We'll do so. That gun turret takes a bit to create. But I mean, that makes some sense. Okay, so presumably the gun turret will have to be fed with ammunition. But we can just put that, like, up over here for right now. Yeah, that'll need to be fed with ammunition. So we'll need some conveyor belts. We have a few, but we'll need a few more. And we'll need an electric picker as well. Or, I mean, we could go grab this one. And we could do burner inserters. So 2 burner inserters, we grab this one back, and we grab this one back. And we put the burner inserter here, and here. There. So they'll feed themselves, and that'll keep our power online, even if our power drops. I like it. So at this point, we want to probably get rid of that, and put in conveyor belts instead. And we can just have these run up over this way. We're going to need more conveyor belts, obviously. For the time being, we could have this set to assembling conveyors. There we go. And we can assemble some of our own. Probably want that in the quick bar. And yep, we're just going to cruise on up over this way. Actually, we probably have almost enough. Almost enough. Ingredient shortage. Oh, we need iron gear wheels. Fair enough. So we're going to take those out of there, and we are going to swap this over to being firearms magazines again. Okay. We'll grab some of those plates and create a couple more transport belts. So go faster if I had more radars. Well, for now, I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see. We would then want... Oh, hello. That's the pause menu. We'll kill these guys. Jerks. And we will feed it like that. That'll need power, which apparently we do not have. Hey, get out of there. Okay. We'll need power up over here, and that's fine. There we go. Cool. So that turret will defend this area. At least from this direction. Not necessarily from this direction. That's also something that we'll need to think about. Ideally, another gun turret down over here would be the way to go. I would like to get this radar repaired. There we go. And another gun turret would mean about 20 iron plates needed. Currently, all of our iron plates are going into here. Our iron production is not the fastest I've ever seen. That's our current overall bottleneck, I believe. But for now, that's okay. Of course, this is not automatically fueled. And that's something we'll need to think about too. But this gun turret will help. And that should be fine. We're outputting small amounts of ammo over here. But by no means is this all of the ammo that we're going to end up needing. Now, how would we feed a turret over here? I think my answer to that is we would have a picker here. We would need more transport belts. And that would come out over, not that direction. Okay, let's just get rid of these for the moment. And we would have it come out this way. And then go up here. And then we would have another inserter, which we would need more plates for. I may actually want to remove this inserter and just have this one store plates for our use for the time being. And then this one will feed this. And then we have that pick there. And then we would need ourselves a gun turret. Now, I'm not too concerned about our copper over here. This is absolutely fine. Not concerning in the slightest. But what we do need is we need additional plates. So that's what we're getting here. These are all for our usage now. Overall, we need 40 iron plates for this gun turret. That's rather a lot. No doubt about that. But that will get done soon enough. We are feeding quite a lot up over this way, and we don't have any power over here. That's definitely something we should deal with. So we would run power like over here-ish, and then also like over here. It's a bit of a power mess. No doubt about it. We could make that more efficient. Oh, hey, it's shooting bugs. Cool. So that's fantastic. Well, we'll shoot some ourselves. Apparently there are bugs coming in from... They like to come in from, like, up here. Ah, there's a biter spawner up here. I gotcha. There's another one up over this way. Okay, we're just going to eliminate these guys. I'm not going to attack that just yet. But I wanted to know where they were coming from, and that explains it. There's another one over here. I don't know if they can cross the water or not. That's, we can't, but they may have units that can. For now, I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, we're going to come over here and get that second gun turret online. We just need 2 more plates. And there we go. Cool. We're at 33 out of 50 on our sector scan. And let's get this online, so that we can protect from the south as well. I don't really expect to be attacked from the south, but we can do it that way. Okay, so we've got this gun turret ready to go. And it'll need to be, Are you facing the wrong direction? No, you're just not grabbing it? Okay. At this point, I do want to get another inserter here. So we're going to grab these plates and get ourselves another inserter. We're going to resume this insertion here. But I am wondering if we cannot grab this. We try to go for it, but it doesn't succeed. We may be better off if we have this on this side. Like that. Yes, that works. Okay, let's get some transport belts going this direction then. That's, of course, going the wrong way. There we go. Now we've got it going in here. Cool. So with that underway, at this point, we basically just need to get our radars scanned. Sounds good. That should be fine. Now, we need to keep in mind that this assembly machine is having a bit of a shortage of item plates here, or iron plates, rather. I'm not sure. I think we probably need 3 stone furnaces to keep that moving at all times. I'm going to drop another one in here, but we can't reach that. Okay. That is actually not going to work there. We could put it here, though. And then we would have this like that. Okay. I think our core issue here, though, is iron production. Now that I look at it. Yeah. That's our core issue here. So we would like to have another electric mining drill, which would be more iron plates. To that end, I do want to have 1 stone furnace out here. And then we would want to have a picker. Ideally, a regular inserter. But yeah, this is currently all getting used up. That's expected. I'm actually going to manually mine a little bit of iron here, which is definitely awkward. But how much do we need for iron plates? That's 1 iron ore, and for the actual inserter, we need a total of 4. Okay. So there's our radar searching done. Sector scan complete. Small shipwreck located to the southeast. All right, it's time to explore that area. I think we're done with this mission. So, yep, that looks good. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Long-handed inserters. Okay. Sector scan complete. The radar has detected a distress beacon, but the signal is extremely weak. Okay. Based on the attenuation of the signal, the source must be over 200 kilometers away. That's quite a ways. Okay, so what are these long-handed inserters? Okay, it's an electric inserter that picks up and places items 2 tiles from its location instead of the usual 1. That could be convenient. Sure. Signal strength is dropping. Going on foot would take far too long. If I want to track the source, I will need a faster method of transportation. Okay. First, I should research something to help protect myself from the enemies. Craft and build a lab. Okay, so this is different now. Cool. Lab. So we require a few iron plates. Sure. We're currently storing those like over here. We've got a lot of them. So we'll make a lab. And we may also want to make a submachine gun, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so the lab is going to go where? It consumes electricity. We could put that up over this way. It will consume science packs and use them to research the selected technology. Technologies need a certain number of science packs to be completed, so using more labs will speed up your research as long as you feed them with science packs. Okay. So we don't have any research in science or in progress right now. Use labs to research stone wall. Open the technology screen this way. Okay. I mean, stone walls would be convenient. So let's see here. Those are just the various science packs. Cool. So we're going to need to make science packs then. And where are those? Probably under like here? Yes. That requires copper and iron. Okay. Sounds good. So we have some copper and some iron down over this way. We are currently assembling transport belts. I feel like I'd rather have that be automation science packs, but for that we actually need iron wheels. Okay. We could have this be iron wheels, and then this is currently making iron wheels. Sure. Ah, that moves them over here. Got it. So we don't necessarily need this to have iron wheels, but what we do need is copper to come over this direction. So let's bring this over. Something kind of like that. Let's get rid of this picker, and we've got a lot of pickers, so we can put one right here. There we go. And then this would produce like that. Cool. And then we would pull it out of there, and then that would need to somehow make it up to the lab. I'm going to move the lab. This is not a good spot for it. We're going to move the lab over to here. And that will require power, but that's fine. We'll bring this up like so, and then we will do that. Okay, so now we'll need some power to this area. There we go. And the question now becomes, do we have any defenses up? There is a gun turret up over here, but it's not being equipped. Okay. So for the time being, we may want to deconstruct that. And I would like to do that. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need a gun turret. We're probably only going to need one to the north again. This is in the same place. So a gun turret up over this way wouldn't be a bad idea. So just looking at the way that this is flowing right now, I think if we were to pull off of this line right here, and then bring that up over here, and then get ourselves an assembling machine. Put that right there. That will need power, but that's okay. Move that in like so. Have this creating firearms magazines. There we go. And we, of course, need some power, so we'll bring that up. And then pull out of that directly into that firearms, or into that gun turret, like this. Oh, right, this needs to be smelted. That would be a thing. We're going to pull this back a bit. And we're going to put in a furnace here. So we need to build one of these guys. We don't have the stone. Where do we have stone? That was up here, wasn't it? Yeah, this is our stone up this way. So we're going to grab a little bit of stone out of there. Build ourselves a stone furnace. Then, that stone furnace is... I built two, accidentally. But that's probably fine. That stone furnace can go about... Well, we can put one here and one here. Okay, I'm going to pull this out of there. There's some mess here for sure. And then we're going to bring a conveyor belt over like this. Okay. Like that. Well, not necessarily like that, actually. I want to remove that power line for the moment. We will have to replace it, but I just want to move it. We're going to move it down over here. Okay. And then we will have these guys fueling like so. And then we're going to need to pull out of there. We can build over this. So that's perfect. We go in like that. And then we will power this over here. And then we do something like that. And have a conveyor belt that goes just like that. Then we need to fuel these. And that's going to be a little complicated for this one in particular. Yeah, Little complicated. Okay, I'll have to figure out how I want to do that. That's going to be interesting for sure. But we can definitely grab one of these guys and put him, like, right here. I mean, this is going to be really awkward. Hypothetically, a long arm lifter here. Well, what would happen if we did this? That needs power. Would that work? Oh, it's going the wrong way. Let's flip that guy around. There we go. And I'm just going to pick that up. Yes, that does work. So that's absolutely fine. We can utilize that second lane there. Cool. Are you okay with suggestions, or would you rather figure things out for yourself? Well, kind of yes is the answer to that. I am okay with suggestions, but I do want to figure things out, if that makes any sense. So by all means, make suggestions. I may or may not implement them, but yeah, go ahead and do it, and we'll see. But I'm very, very new at this game. So yeah, using the second lane here does definitely help a lot. That's for sure. So this will be automatically fueled at this point, and that'll flow up over this way. And then we are currently needing iron plates here, and this is going the wrong way. Let's flip that around. Perfect. Are you going the right way? Yes, you are. Okay. So now we have that. Okay, how's our lab going? I mean, we have 2 automation science packs right now. And how do we actually choose what technology we want? Ah, we click here. Got it. So we'll go ahead and get that started. Excellent. So that'll consume those science packs. Looks good to me. And that will get that underway. And then we're going to have access to building walls, which will be, you know, fairly convenient. This up here is not really linked up to any of our other stuff, but it doesn't have to be. I assume this is vanilla since it's a learning run. Yeah, absolutely. This is completely vanilla. I'm just doing the tutorial here. We're not going to get crazy with mods. That's for sure. Not yet. Okay. So stone walls will be done fairly soon here, I think. Something must be causing the natives to attack the factory. Maybe they don't like the pollution? I mean, they haven't really attacked yet. Are they going to? Soon? Presumably? They did in the last level. So presumably that'll happen, but this gun turret can defend us in this direction anyway. And there are a pair of gun turrets up over here as well. I do not believe that they are currently being serviced. No, they are not. Okay. We'll leave them be for the moment. This research is 73% done. We can't get over that. Okay. We'll have to go around. Cool. Well, this gun turret is completely fine. Another thing that we can do here is we can move this gun turret, and I think I'm definitely going to do this. We're going to move the gun turret up to be here, and then we're going to put in another inserter, like that, and then we're going to bring some of this up over this way. Okay. I'm going to have to turn that. We can't reach up here. Yep, that's fine. And we would remove this box and put it right like that. Cool. Great, now I can build a wall to keep the enemies out. Then I can focus on something. It faded out. I need to scale up my production and research more advanced materials. Then I should be able to build a car. Okay, cool. We're going to need power up over this way, though. So that'll do for now. Use labs to research automobilism. Okay. So next up would be this one. So we're going to need different types of science packs for this. We need automation and logistic. Or is this or? Is this and or is this or? I'm not sure. But that didn't actually start because that is, I believe, locked. Yes, we need steel processing, logistics, and logistics science pack. So we'll get that started first. Cool. Okay, so our defenses are reasonably up. We should probably think about building some of those walls since we've got plenty of... let's see, where are those? Combat? Yeah. There we go. It's and? Okay, good to know. We should work on building some walls here, and we will definitely do so. What do we need for that? Stone bricks. Okay, what do we need for stone bricks? Oh, I hear some firing happening. That was down over this way. Cool. So how do we make stone bricks? Here we go. Made in stone furnace, steel furnace, or electric furnace. Okay, so we need to smelt these guys. Got it. So we've got this burner mining drill here that is going into the stone furnace. There are already 83 stone bricks there. Okay. For now, that's fine. And let's go ahead and make some of these walls. Okay, we'll make all of those that we can for now. If you press Alt, machines will overlay. Yeah, I saw that in the tips that they had. I just hadn't tried it yet. But yeah, that is a nice quality of life. I was aware that that existed, but I just hadn't done it. Okay. We've got some coal overflow here for sure. So that's fine. Oh, this boiler is requiring coal. We should probably do something about that. And we can just use a burner picker here, since this is using coal. So we'll use a burner inserter, and we will move that in like that. Okay. That should be that problem solved. Fantastic. And realistically, I don't think we need to worry too much about our defenses other than getting some of these walls up. Now, this is going to be a fairly expensive process, it would seem. Yes. That is accurate. That is a fairly expensive process in terms of the amount of stone that that will require. I did not want these here. I wanted that to be a more straight line. Cool. So, I mean, it's not great. And this is open right now, but that's fine. I think I'm going to leave that open for the time being. And we're going to need a lot more stone bricks. So, realistically, I want to remove these. And I want to do something to automate some stone brick production. So, a stone furnace that goes somewhere over this way. Can we just have it drop directly into the stone furnace, out of curiosity? If we were to burn that here, would it just go directly in? Looks like it does. Okay, so that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Then we're going to need to pull that out of there. And we can just have that go into a box for now. That's completely okay. Surprisingly, this is not within the power. It's very small. Okay, so we'll just put that right up there. And we will, of course, need to put some coal into this furnace. So that's okay. All of this appears to be relatively good down over here. Just checking to see if any of our burners require additional coal. Entity transfers. Yes, we already went through that. Okay. Fantastic. So we're going to get some stone bricks over this way. How many stone bricks is it per wall? It is 5 per wall. So yeah, that is quite a lot for sure. And we've got a lot of stone right now. So one thing I wouldn't mind necessarily doing, well, we could just leave this be. It's okay. Is this dropping in resources? I think it is a little bit. So we've got lots of stone. We can just top that off periodically. I'm not too concerned about that. So let's grab these stone bricks and make a couple walls. 3, to be precise. Okay. So we can't make other types of science packs yet. This should be done relatively soonish. Okay, I'm just looking right now at whether this is constantly running or not. I believe it is. Yeah. It should be. So that's good. I think we're going to want another assembling machine. Let's see here. This is making... Okay, we just have a lot of iron gear wheels here. So that's fine. We could pull out of that. like so. And then bring those up over this way a little bit. And then pull off of this copper line. Let's see. I would like to have that... See, that angling is awkward. Okay. I was thinking about like a long arm picker to be able to go over this. But I think we're going to have to go around the back. Which isn't necessarily ideal, but it'll be fine. We'll need to power that, and we'll drop a power line like right here. And then we will move that up over this direction. Now, I would like to have it go in like that. This power line is going to have to move if that's the case. But we can have it do something kind of like this. And then we can have that moving into... Can we fit an assembly here? An assembler? I think we can. Okay, so that would go... Not quite. We can't quite fit it there, but we can fit it here. So that's what we'll do. And then we would move that over something like this. So that gives us our gears and... I mean, this would have to be turned around. But that gives us our gears, and in theory... I wish I could control which lane it put this in, but I guess that'll be fine for now. In theory, that would be able to produce our other science type. Then we would want that long arm type. Yeah, the long-handed inserter here. So we would grab that, and that would go like this. And then we would pull out of here, grab our transport belts, and move it down. Actually, it would have to come down here, wouldn't it? Because it's the long-armed one. Like that. And then we power all of this. It's a little awkward, but something like that. Then this would be set up. For now, we can have this be producing automation science packs. But we'll want it to be logistics. Do those actually have the same recipe? I should check that. I don't know. We can find out. We may have to alter this a little bit. Okay, this is a little awkward. Let's go ahead and remove this stuff here. It's not wanting to put that in here. Okay. Inserters always drop to the car side of the belt. Okay. The far side. Got it. So we would want then... That's a little weird that they drop to the far side, but sure. And in this situation, I guess it just defaults over to the right because it's not actually... There is no far side. Interesting. So at this point, we need to get this one to drop onto this side of the belt then. Yeah, presumably. I mean, we are working on these logistics science packs here, and that should be done soon enough, 86%. I don't even know if we're going to have the same recipe, if I'm honest. So we maybe shouldn't work too hard on this for right now until we know that we have the right recipe. That's not a guarantee at this moment. So let's head up over this way and see what we've got on the in the box here. 84 stone bricks. I like it. We can make 17 walls with that. You can also direct conveyors to force items onto one side. Okay, that would be really good to know. How do you do that? Make a T intersection of converters to force items onto one side. Like, to force all of the items onto a single side? I'm not sure what you're saying. Conveyors, not converters. Okay. Well, for now, let's just head up over here and get these walls placed. Something kind of like that. Cool. Okay, we should have this research done very, very soon. Yeah, we're at 97%. We are just awaiting, I think, one more science pack. I believe that's the last one. Most likely. Yes. No. We need 2 more. Okay, that's fine. I heard that sound, and I was like, that was perfectly timed. That must be the research finishing sound. No, that's just part of the music. There we go. Okay, so that's researched at this point. Logistics science packs are now done. And so we need to continue moving towards automobilism, which requires steel processing, which we'll do next. That only requires automation science packs, so that's fine. We can get started on that. And then as far as this goes, we obviously do need to get these gears onto this conveyor belt. To feed the parts onto the side you want. I'm assuming there's more to that statement. Okay, so let's look at these guys here. Waiting for space in destination. Right. So if we were to take all of this, yeah, it does that. So then it puts that in there. And we don't actually have our recipe selected here, so we should definitely do so. That requires a transport belt and an inserter. That's a little wild. Okay. Well, for now, we're just going to work on the automation science packs. And this is, I think, going the wrong way. So yeah, that would help if we flip that around. Okay, so we're going to get those moved in here. We're going to be able to research this faster. So we're going to need to assemble the inserters and transport belts, right? So what is the part requirement for that? Iron plates and iron gear wheels, which we're sort of already providing to this area. And we need electronic circuits as well. So we're going to need electronic circuits, which I believe requires some copper thrown in there. Yes, iron plate and copper cables. Sounds good. Okay, so we're lacking iron gear wheels here, like you have at the bottom of your iron smelting column. Like over here. Okay. I mean... Oh, I see. And then that forces it to go onto the near one? Interesting. I see what you're saying. I'm not sure how I want to apply that then. Okay. Well, one thing that we could do for now is we could try to not have these combined. And just move this guy over to here, like that. And then put another one in here. And go like... I mean, I'm kind of overcomplicating this right now. So do something kind of like that. So yeah, I see what you're saying here. I'm not sure how I would apply that to this exact situation. But yeah, I get that. That makes sense to me. Cool. Okay, so this lab will be working for a little bit here. We are producing additional automation science packs. That's good. We're going to need to be automatically producing circuit boards. So we need iron and copper cable. Okay. So for the iron and copper cable, we're going to need to produce, well, we can grab from this. We've got plenty of copper there. So we can grab out of there, like so. And then we're going to need to, I believe that's made out of one of these guys. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. And you need to still be working on those automation science packs. Cool. Okay, so we need another assembling machine. And that could go, in theory, right here. Although, what do we need in addition to that? So we need copper cables. Yes, just copper plate. Cool. So we can do something like that. And then we're probably going to want to rearrange this, almost certainly. But we can then pull out of there, and that gives us copper cables. So we have copper cables here, and then we can pull from here in theory, although we probably need more throughput here. Probably. But we can pull out of here, like so, to grab the iron that we need. So then we would need another assembler. And then that would go here-ish. That would be making electronic circuits. Okay. That requires the copper cable and the iron plates. So we would then bring this down like so. Don't need to go quite that close. And then we would get ourselves another inserter here. Going like that. Now, our influx here of plates is a little on the low side. There's no doubt about that. I'm a little surprised we haven't run out of... Oh, no, I'm not surprised. Look at that coal flow. I'm not surprised about that at all. Why would I be surprised about that? I do want to check up over here. Oh, we took some damage over here. We should probably consider repairing that. Let's see, where was that? Repair pack. Cool. There we go. Okay. Hello, technology screen. Let's take a look at our stone bricks, and while we're up here, let's get some walls built. Steel processing has finished. Cool. So the next thing that we need for automobilism is logistics. That probably requires logistics packs, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. We'll just get that started. Cool. And then we will build some walls over... That's not necessarily the direction I wanted to go, but we'll build some walls over this way. That's not a lot of feedback there, but that's okay. We do have gun turrets over here that we probably don't need at all. But we're going to need some power down over on this side, obviously. One power line right here should be just fine. That should do the trick. Okay. Are you going the wrong way? Yes, you are. Fantastic. Okay. So this will output electronic circuits. So the electronic circuits are for the inserter. And we need iron plates and iron gear wheels for that. So we've got some iron gear wheels up over here. And how are we going to get them over? So I don't suppose you can, like, make bridges. Probably eventually, but probably not at this point. So we're going to need to get these over to here. We can use long-armed pickers for that. That's something that we can definitely do. So we're going to need to direct this somewhere. Or we could put it onto here. Now, there's this guy right here, and I'm going to remove that for the time being. So this way it'll go this direction. There we go. Oh, we don't have a conveyor there. That would help. Fantastic. Okay, so with that there, we could hypothetically take some of this excess over this way and put it on to here. Oh, that doesn't have power. Sure. Like that. And then that would flow it down this direction where it would not get picked up by any of these and move it onto this conveyor belt. Cool. So that'll do the trick there, at least until we get a bunch of backup here. So we're going to have to pull those off. And those would go, of course, into another assembler, which would be down over this way. Well, maybe like here. Okay. And that is going to need an inserter, which would go this way, pulling electronic circuits down into here. We also need iron gear wheels, and we will need some steel, right? Or some iron plates, I believe. Double checking that. Yep, iron plates and iron gear wheels. So both of the things here. Sounds good. I didn't mean to make a pipe there. That's fine. We're going to pull this off of here and bring that down a little bit. And that would just come over here and go in like that. Okay. Been enjoying keeping up with your KSP vids. You excited for KSP 2? I am. I'm very much looking forward to KSP 2. I hope that that game turns out excellently. We're going to make logistics science packs here. No, we're not. We're going to make inserters here. Because this isn't everything that we need for the logistics science packs. We also need to make conveyor belts. So, for the conveyor belts, all we need is the iron plates and the iron gear wheels. So, we'll make another assembler. Something like this. And this layout is probably absolutely awful, for the record. We'll put it down over here, and we will grab ourselves an inserter. Like that. Okay, we're going to need power down over this way, obviously. Both of the things that we need should be coming in here, and that will be transport belts. Cool. Now, we're going to have a bit of an issue here, but we might be able... These are split reasonably nicely-ish. Yeah, this is kind of causing a problem. I can't say I'm super surprised about that. I definitely can't say I'm super surprised about that one. So we're going to need to figure out a better way to get the gear wheels down here, I think. That's okay. We could think about... I mean, redoing some of this. Logistics just finished up, so let's grab this here. We can work on... it needs multiples. We're not quite ready to produce the other types yet. So I guess we could work on, like, electronics as a, like, placeholder. We need to get our iron wheels down here in a better manner. One thing we could do, in theory, is we could simply put an inserter here, put a box here, and at least temporarily, just fill that like that. It's not super automated, but it will do for now. Now, this becomes a bit of an issue here. We can reshape this, though, and have this go like so. Well, that's not really going to change anything, is it? We grab the iron gear wheels, and we're not really grabbing the steel plates, but they will get backed up here. And I mean, we're going to have to pull out of these, of course. Okay. So let's grab ourselves some 3 more electric inserters. And we're going to remove out of all of these. Cool. We'll need power over this way. That's fine. And... I mean, this is probably not the best idea to do this all on one conveyor belt. But there we go. For now, we'll do that. Again, this is not a great idea. I'm quite certain of that. So then we would want this to go this direction, and then we would do one final assembling machine. That would go right here. And then this would finally make the logistics science packs. Finally. We would need power over this way. That's fine. Yeah. So combining all of these together is not my finest idea. That's for sure. And we're not going to necessarily do it that way. So we're going to pull some of this out. Okay. And then we're going to run this conveyor belt around like so. That'll come down over here and turn this direction. I want it to come a little further down. Kind of like that. Okay. We'll grab another inserter. And that will now go like this. We will need power over here. That's okay. And I believe that's going the wrong way. It is. Okay. Nope. We don't. Oh, hello. That's good to know. Fantastic. So we are needing to take in inserters here. What am I doing? This is completely wrong. Okay. We need to get rid of all of this because we're making the inserters here. So these... we'll get rid of these trees, I guess. These conveyor belts, or this one, rather, needs to stay where it was. Which was right here. There we go. Then this outputs inserters. We don't need these chips here. We need the inserters to... Actually, we can just grab one out of here, probably. It's not currently being made because of this issue. Yeah, I'm not hugely surprised about that. We'll just make an inserter for now, and we'll address that in a moment. And we're going to grab out of there, and we are going to conveyor belt approximately like that. Now, that's going to have the same problem that this does. I do wish you could control what lane what goods went into. That would be very convenient. I mean, you kind of can, I suppose, in that this goes into the opposite. But, yeah, that's a little bit weird. A little bit weird indeed. I would like to get another light down here. I think that would be convenient to have. So let's go ahead and get a lamp. And we'll put that, like, right there. Just to keep this a little bit better lit. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to have some major reuse of conveyor problems here. Now, one thing that we can easily do is move this inserter over, like, here. And then that would come down something like this. Easy enough. Making another inserter here. I would suggest playing with conveyor patterns in order to learn simple ways to force items onto sides of conveyors. It's an integral part of the game. That sounds right. That sounds right. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now, to be clear, what we need at this point is really just a continuation here, isn't it? Like that. Because they're already coming in on different sides. So if we do that, that should do what I wanted it to do anyway. Cool. So that brings in our gears and our plates. I'm still a little bit concerned about our plate output here, but that should be fine. So that cleans up nicely. Fantastic. Such as having two conveyor paths next to each other and then rotating one of the paths to intersect with the neighbor conveyor. Yeah, this is stuff that I will figure out mostly through experience. Those sorts of tricks. But for now, we didn't need to do anything here because it was already correct. I just needed to extend the conveyor down. So that's completely fine. Now we're currently picking up iron gear wheels here. No, we're putting iron gear wheels out. And that's fine. Now we are going to need to get these iron gear wheels over. And the question is, when do we, or how do we want to do that? Now I saw somebody say something about underground conveyors, which would be convenient, but I don't think we have those unlocked yet. So that's fine. Oh, these. Underground belts. Cool. So if we wanted to do that, we would get a few of these. And then we would want to put an underground belt, like, this would be an entrance here, I guess. We would put that, like, here. And then it would connect up like that. I see. Okay. Yeah, that works. So we can then move this up over this way. Like that. And now our gear wheels will pop out over here. I don't actually want this to happen. So we're not going to do that. We're going to need to send this underground again here, I think. Just so that we don't connect that up over here. And then we're also going to need to send it underground over here, like that. And then build it in kind of like this. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, now if we want to merge this in, if we just naively merge it, what's that going to do? It puts it into that lane. Okay. I'm not hugely shocked about that. Now, we know from the picker mechanics that we can do this, and it will put it into the opposite side, which is what we want here. Cool. Now, I do want to get this section cleaned up a bit. There we go. Because we only want the iron plates on this side. And then we can move these gear wheels back in here. This will eventually run out of gear wheels, although I'm just going to take that out. We do have our gear wheels coming over here now. So that's cool. Now, this currently has 2 logistic science packs, and we can move those out over this direction-ish. That needs to come out like that. And then that can go into a laboratory. We can have a second laboratory here. And we can just have that go in right there. Cool. And now we've got logistic science packs here. Oh, our power production might not be sufficient? Okay, we should check into that. Our power production is up over here. Based on my read of that tooltip, it looks like it is sufficient. Okay. It looks like aliens have attacked up over this way. And they're attacking up over here. So this indicates to me that we're able to fire through that wall. That's intriguing. Electronics are finished, and at this point, we're going to want to definitely go into automobilism and work on engine. So we'll get that started. That will allow us to use those logistics science packs that we just set up. Fantastic. I do want to get some repairs done over here. There we go. These walls are quite cheap to repair in comparison. Okay, good to know. We're going to hop over this way and see how many stone bricks we've got. A good amount. And if we're able to fire through the walls, which I just assumed that that would block LOS, but if we're able to fire through the walls, then there's no real point in having this gap here. And we can do that. In theory. We'll see how that works. It may or may not break things. Now there is this over here. And we probably want to relocate these. So I'm going to grab those. And then we're going to extend down our wall this direction a bit. It doesn't really feel like we need much protection down here, though, because it really feels like this is kind of as far as it goes. Like, they only attack from the north on this particular tutorial map. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like there. So I think that we would want to set up these guys to be like one here. Not necessarily there, but there-ish. And then we could set up another one to be like here that can kind of protect both of them. And then we would need a couple of inserters and probably power for all of that. Okay, that's not exactly the correct position. Hotkeys are difficult, but we're good. And then we move that over here. I'm always a little bit baffled by the amount of space between things, but that's one of those things that you would just get used to. Okay, so we turn that around, and we would need some power up over this direction. Now, we're going to need another set of power cords. So we're going to have to go find some trees to chop down for that. Cool. Can't reach this over here. That'll give us plenty of wood. And we'll just make some electric poles. And we would want to run that electricity up over this direction. Okay. Yeah, that all looks absolutely fine. They did a little bit of damage there, but really not very much. We were definitely able to fire over the wall. I definitely expected the wall to be an LOS block. Huh. I guess I'm wrong. Cool. So we'll grab another inserter here, and we'll just keep those turrets supplied with some fresh ammo. Cool. You're going the wrong way. There we go. So all of those turrets should be reasonably well supplied. Let's head down over here and see how we're doing on our science. Well, we can see we're at 0%. I think it requires both of them in the same lab. So we're going to move this lab. Okay. We're going to flip this around to go this way. And then we're going to have to go underground here, it looks like. Like so. And then bring this over. And then underground again. We'll need to make a few more underground belts. But that's fine. Let's see. We probably want to bring it in like over here, don't we? Like that. And then this would need to be rotated like so. Okay. And then we bring that down over this way. And I think they can be next to each other. That's completely fine. Yes. That needs to go this direction, but then we would bring this in over here. Like so. And then we would do that. A little more power down over this way, but that's fine. And there we go. Cool. So we now have that going. We do have a second lab here that isn't really doing much. We could put it like here, and then we would want one of these long-handed inserters, which would grab from there and put it into the lab. And then we would want a regular inserter, which would grab from here and put into the lab. So that way we have both of our labs working. We would need power here, of course. Like that. Cool. And then we can just insert some of these science packs that we've got here. Something kind of like that. We're going to have a lot of these automation science packs. I'm just going to split those. There we go. Cool. Your furnace setup would be better if the ore and coal was on the outside and the plates are on the inside. Probably. We didn't really set this up. That was just part of the tutorial. I'm not too worried about getting that optimized at this time. For right now, all I'm concerned about is getting through this level. So we'll get that done. We're working on this engine. We're running a little bit short on our red science right now. And I'm wondering if we are... Well, we've got a little bit of it here. Oh, right. We need to get rid of this. And this needs to actually connect up over to... Where was this? Right here. Okay. So this is producing red science. This is producing red science as well. So this needs to come over this way. Right. So we would rotate that to go like that. Bring this guy in. And then that goes like that. That will make things go a lot better. Cool. For things that you're using a lot like conveyors and inserters, you may as well put them on your hotbar. Yeah, that is probably something I should do. We are doing a lot of those. We do have the inserters on there, but I don't have them crafting there. 2 turrets are engaged with the enemy, huh? Okay. I think they're done. But that's fine. Okay, how do we get out of this mode? Because this is like mini-map mode. I don't know how we got it. Well, we got into this mode by clicking this. Toggle alt mode? Sure. How do we get back to the normal WASD mode? Fantastic. This is perfect. Yeah, I'm in the tutorial. Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. We'll get there. We will get there. Eventually, I hope. Well, for one thing, I don't know how to get out of this view. Blueprint library. This is the mini-map here. Oh, we just click on the mini-map. Got it. Sounds good. Cool. So at this point, we're mostly just waiting for engine to finish up. Do we think that we're producing enough science right now of the blue variety, or of the green variety rather, to get another lab? Probably not. But we have enough conveyors and we have enough inserters that we should be able to do that. Okay, I didn't actually mean to craft that, but sure. So we can pull off of here. And we could also pull off of this and go like that direction-ish. We'd have to go like underground here. That would be an option. But yeah, our current lack, I think, is in the green science. So I would like to pull out this direction. And then we could grab some underground conveyors. Like that. And just go through there. And then this would head over this direction, like so. So that will get us some conveyors over here. And we've got pickers right here. Or rather, inserters. And then we can grab both of those and put that into an assembler. And then that Yeah, our character's in the way. That would then be making logistic science packs. And then that would get pulled out of there, down this direction. And then that could just be merged on like so. Press left alt once, please. Yes, I'm aware that that exists. We've not been doing it because I know what things are making right now. But yes, I'm aware that that mode exists. Okay. So we'll get that all online. That lamp is turned off during daytime. Okay, sounds good. So that'll get us more green science going. That is our current bottleneck here, I feel like. So we'll just let that go. Engine will be finished soon enough. And after that, are we able to research automobilism? I think we still need logistics too. But that's okay. So we're going to get another laboratory here fairly soon. We might want to actually get 2. Let's get those going. I'm going to chop down some of these trees here just for visibility purposes. And I would like to get additional labs built here. So we are going to build this here-ish. Actually, we should build it like... Just thinking about this conveyor here and where we would want to build these. I mean, we could move them over. Actually, before we build these, I want to I want to see if that's going. Yes, I'm aware that we're under attack up this way. Did we they haven't attacked this way before. That's okay. All they did was went after some walls here. It's fine. I would like to get a turret down over here though, since they're apparently doing that. We are under attack up over this way, but this should be absolutely fine up here. No problem whatsoever there. But yeah, this down over this way, they haven't attacked this far south before, so I guess that means that we should probably get ourselves another gun turret over here. And so we shall. We'll get these walls replaced that they took down, and I would also like to repair some of this up here. There we go. And we'll get that gun turret in over here. We will need to get some ammo to it, so that's fine. Trees soak up pollution, which slows biter attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, in terms of how we want to supply this, I think the way to do it would be like this. Nice and simple. There we go. And we're going to need another inserter over here, of course. That's definitely the wrong button. We're going to be needing some power over this way as well. Cool. Okay, so overall I'm not too concerned. Oh, I'm deconstructing this. That is definitely not what I wanted to do. I definitely wanted to repair. Perfect. Nope. Still the wrong button. We'll get there. Okay. I should put the repair on the hotbar. Cool. Trees soak up pollution. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. I just wanted to eliminate a little bit over here. I don't want to cut all of them down. We could think about getting another one right here, which would probably not be a terrible idea. Another gun turret right here. So we'll go ahead and get that done. While we're at it, we'll need another inserter. So we'll just make one of those there. And then we will place this like right here. And the inserter can go there. Okay, we'll need a little bit of power over here. That's a little interesting. Okay. We are able to get it, though, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll get that all distributed. Sounds good. Okay, we're going to head down over this way and see how we're doing on green science. Looks like we're doing okay on green science. We're not doing fantastically, but we have a small surplus. So that'll be fine. Engine will be done researching fairly soon. And that'll be fine. Let's come on over this direction, grab some stone bricks. And I want to get some walls going. Yeah, that's doing absolutely fine there, no problem. These extra 2 turrets here will likely help. How am I liking the game so far? So, Factorio is the type of game that I've always thought that I would get super, super into, but never really put the time into it. I still suspect that's true. So we're going to continue to expand our wall down this way. I guess we're going in now. Sure. We're going in this way. This is horrific, and I guess it's fine. Okay. That's definitely the curve I wanted to go for there. You have access to craft splitter conveyors, which evenly split items between 2 conveyors. Okay, that's good to know. You can chain the labs with inserters from one lab to the next. That is a good call, actually. Pulling the resources out of this lab into the next one. I hadn't considered that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So we do have these spare labs built, so we might as well. We would need to remove this tree, and then we would put an inserter, not this inserter. We would put an inserter, actually that inserter probably would have worked, but we could put this inserter like that, in theory. Good call. So, craft splitter conveyors. That would be these guys. Okay, splits and or joins transport belts cargo 1-to-1. Good to know. For right now, I don't think we need to split anything or join them together. I'm reasonably content with how these things are flowing for the moment. So I think that's fine, but it's good to know that we have access to that. Cool. So our engines are 90% done. I believe that we're going to be done with this stage once we are done researching or crafting the car, one or the other. But we'll see. We are now officially further than I ever got in Factorio on my own, for the record. And that's mostly just because, again, I never really put the time into it. I got it on a whim a really long time ago, and then just never did anything with it. But yeah, it's one of those games that I think I would be super, super into. 97% done on engine, and we should probably put in another lab here. We have 2 more, so we could put in a lab like here and here, and then get ourselves a pair of inserters, but we can actually only make 1 with what we have on us. We can just grab some from here, though, so that'll be fine. And we can grab an inserter like that, and an inserter like that, bring some power over. Now, I'm fairly certain that we're going to have a deficit of green science like this. We'll see how that goes. Now, we don't have anything that we're researching at the moment, so we need to research logistics too. And that'll be fine. So let's get that going. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to be short on green science here. We could put in another assembler using... Oh, we're lacking electronic circuits. We'll grab some from up here. We could put in another assembler using the same method that we've done here. And that would be doing something kind of like this. We probably have to get rid of this tree just because it's in the way. And then put in this guy here. Paving means you can run along the base faster. Good to know. Do we have access to paving at this moment? Maybe. We may not have access to that right now. Okay, so we definitely want to assemble additional green science here, and we can move that onto this conveyor belt somehow. Yes. I'm pretty sure that we've got the space to do it. If we were to do an underground belt, can we curve going underground? No. That has to go straight, but that's fine. We can have it go like so. Well, this would be a little awkward here. We would need it to move, like, over this way. I'll have to think about how I want that to go. But have it go like that. That would be fine. And then this here, we're kind of pressed for space, but we should be fine to do something kind of like this. Remove this pole for the moment and replace that. And then have this come up over this way. That'll be fine. No real problem there. And then replace that power pole. Cool. Should merge the belts with inserters and belts to make one line and then a line of assemblers that makes green. Yeah, we could do that. But, I mean, that's also kind of what we're doing here. It's just 2 lines right now. Okay. So Logistics 2 is underway. And we can have this go up this way quite a ways. Well, we're currently lacking the transport belts, and well, that's just not pulling out of there, I guess. Okay. You may want to have an inserter pull conveyors and inserters off of your line to a chest. Can limit the chest inventories to hold just one stack as well, so it doesn't bleed production. Yeah, that's also an option. That's the thing about this sort of game. There's a million ways to go about it, generally. So waiting for source items. So I guess we can only pull out of this the completed good. That's good to know. In that case, I would like to rework this a little bit. So we're going to need to pull that out of there. And we're going to need to rework this line in that case. So this is not going to work that way. That's okay. I guess that's because these don't have output. That makes sense. So we would drop this, and then we want to merge these together into one line. And the way that I want to do that is by pulling this back and then moving this over this way, like so. And then this would come up over here. And then we can experiment with how that splitter system works. Because this is going to place it in, well, I don't know what the far lane here would be. But we're going to need the pickers here. It's not currently building because it is lacking iron plates. I'm not hugely shocked that our iron plates aren't coming through very quickly. As I said, our iron plate production was concerning to me. And that is mostly from our iron production up over here. I'm pretty sure. Well, just generally, we do have this going up over this way. That goes up into here. So I would like to get more iron production. Do we have another? We do have another iron deposit over here. We could grab that. That's outside of our walls, but I wouldn't mind redoing this section of wall anyway. It's kind of horrible. No doubt about that one. But we do need to get our green science production online here. So that's going to be a little bit. I want to see what we have going on here. Well, that's going into here. Right. We need to get that iron online. For now, I'm just probably going to run it underneath this wall, and we'll just have it unprotected out here, but we can come after that a little bit later on. So we're going to put an electric mining drill over this way. And what do we got? 17K? Cool. I'm going to put in a second one as well. There we go. Inserters always place in the furthest lane. Yes, I'm aware of that, but I don't know what it defines furthest lane as in this case. I suppose because this is probably technically going this direction, it would be this lane here. But in general cases where it's at the end of the lane, I don't know what it defaults to. Okay, so we're going to come up over this way. We definitely need more iron, and we're just going to run a power line out here. This is not going to be well defended for the moment, but we can tackle that a bit later on. Let's just reach it here and then bring it in like that. Okay, and what's the output location on these? Up to the north. Okay, we're going to have to move this guy, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, there we go. And let's grab that power line. Let's just put that in the hotbar. Okay, there we go. And at this point, we need to get this, like... I'd like to get this up to this line, honestly, and just keep using these smelters, because the smelters are being underutilized, I feel like. So if we were to bring this in over here, something like this, we would need more conveyors, for one thing. We've got plenty of them, so we'll just get those started. We'll make a few of these. We're going to need a lot of them, actually. Maybe not this many, but quite a lot. I'm going to pull this back to, like, making 50. I feel like this is way too much. Okay, that's probably good. So, a lot of conveyors going in here. And we're then going to bring those up over this direction. I'd like to just bring them in right here, I feel like. So, we will need some underground conveyors to make that happen. We'll get those queued up. How's your pollution creep looking on the map? Is it getting near biter nests? I have no idea. This map here, presumably pollution is one of these in here? Pollution. Yeah, it's probably getting near biter nests. I'd call that true. They're probably getting agitated. Okay. So I want to grab our underground ones here, and we're going to send it in like that, and then bring this up and over. Oh, that's right into it. That's a mistake. Okay. I didn't mean for that to go there. I guess we could just have it come in here. That's fine. Okay. And then we would have this go northward. Like that. So that'll get us a lot more iron ore flowing in. This is undefended out over here, and I don't love that, but it'll be fine for now. When placing conveyors and you have both undergrounds and normals, if you hit a tree or wall, it will automatically make an underground. Oh, good to know. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these walls, though, because I really hate how I laid this out. It's awful. Like, literally the worst. Oh, that's nice. It'll stop moving even if you're holding the button. That's very convenient, actually. That's a nice quality of life. I like that. Okay, so let's just take this down to up over this way. Honestly, we don't need this to go underground because I want to take out this wall a little bit up this way. And we'll take that out and just put in a regular conveyor there. Cool. And now our wall can come out over this direction. And that's reasonably fine. We don't really have much for turret control out over here, but that's okay. I don't like that. Remember to deposit the iron from your inventory into the furnaces. Yeah, we do have a lot of iron in our inventory. This is true. Well, actually, we have more stone in our inventory, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I just want to have all of this iron flowing in so that we're actually utilizing all this and producing a lot more plates, which we now are. So at this point, if we look at this, we can see this now needs to be merged together in some way. Let's see here. Pickers are not moving out here. We are, I think, just waiting for space. Let's check. Yes. Okay, so that's moving out into that far one. That's not necessarily where I want that to be. We're going to pull this out of here for the moment. Okay, and we need to figure out how exactly these splitters work. So I'm going to make one of these, and we're going to place that... Let's see, it inputs 2 and outputs 2. Input priority left, right. Output priority left, right. Filter. Okay. I expected it to be more that it would... Okay. That makes some sense. Some sense. And then if we wanted to merge them together, it would be like that. Except that I would want this to go the opposite direction. I would want it to merge up like this. In theory. Okay. And then realistically, we would need... We wouldn't really need this, would we? In theory. So if we do this, these are going onto the far lane. Obviously. What I want to think about here, because all of these are moving into the same lane, which we want them to be like this, right? So we want that to happen. It is possible, probably, to use the splitter, if I know how to use it, which I don't. But we would want that to go like this direction. And then that would move in here. You can also only pull from one of the outputs. Okay. So if we were to use this, input priority, output priority, left, right, or center. Okay. So we would prioritize, out of curiosity, what would this do? So it's currently prioritizing outputting out the right and inputting from the left. So that'll just stack them all together. Okay. No priority on input. Let's see, we can filter this. So then we output priority this on the right. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be changing anything. I'm probably wildly misunderstanding how this thing works. Probably. Have inserters on one side, belts on the other. Okay. So we would pull this back then, and we would have this go up over this way. Like that. And then this inserter might need to be rethought, but we'll come back to that in a moment. So if we then insert this from here, that inserts like that. And then if we go like this, that inserts like that. So we would need the priority here to be something like not this. Yeah, I think I'm just wildly misunderstanding how this is supposed to work. It's not particularly intuitive, at least to me. So I think we don't actually have to do this. I think we can make this work a different way. I think it would make more sense when you're dealing with a lot more items. Possibly. That is possibly true. So if we were to do this, obviously we need to make this work separately. And the way that I would like to make this work is by removing this and adding, ideally, like a bump here. Okay, we remove this section here. We have this come over like so, right? And then these are being loaded onto this side. We want them loaded onto the other side, or this to load onto the other side. So if we wanted to do that, I think the way that we would do so is by bringing this out. Well, we would need to move this a little bit. We need to completely rethink this entire conveyor, I think, and that's fine. We can definitely do so. So the way that I want to do this is I want this to be on one side and this to be on the other. So we need to take this out of here, and we want this to be on essentially this side of it, right? Because it always puts it on the far side. So we would want the conveyor to come in, hypothetically, over this way. And then we would want it to be put on from here. Like this. So then it would have to come down kind of like this. This is probably wildly overcomplicated, but that gets us the directionality that we want. And then we bring this up and curve it over like that. That gives us the directionality that we want. This is probably more complicated than it needs to be, but that should do the trick. And then we run a power line up to here, like that, hypothetically. Okay. So we can continue our wall over here. Is there a limit on how far you can build near the border? Apparently not. Okay. Good to know. Probably not going to do anything with that right now, but we'll just bring this down over this way. That'll do for now. Okay, so we should be back into green science production, and that's good. That was a bit of a detour, for sure. No doubt about that one. But that is definitely going to be exciting. We need a lot more green science, particularly over this direction, but that's just going to take a little bit of time to produce. And we can always produce more green science out this direction now. So that's good. So we definitely want to get at least one more green science producer, and we are lacking some electronic circuits. We can, of course, just go grab a little. So let's get an assembly machine here. And I want to get another one of these. So we're going to put that out over this way, and we're just going to bring it over. Ah, that's that automatic underground that you were talking about. And we'll load it on in. and we will pull it on out. There we go. A little bit of power over here. And we want to set this up to be green science. Cool. So that'll be fine. Okay. Okay, it's currently saying low power. Do we have low power? Let's go check on that. I haven't entirely figured out how to... Okay, yeah, we've got low power. Sounds good. So we are going to need to make ourselves... Is that under production? Yes, another steam engine. Is there room here for one? We'll find out. I believe 2 boilers should be capable. 199 of 200. We might be having a bit of a pumping issue. We'll see. I'll look into that and see if I can wrap my head around what's going on there. But yes, we can run this right here like that. We'll need a pipe, and that will be this guy. Cool. Now, is this overtaxing our boilers? Or our pump? I don't think so. This boiler is building up its level of steam. Dropping maybe a little bit. Yeah, it is dropping its steam level. So we might need to consider another boiler here. So that produces 60 per second. And these consume how much steam? 30 per second. Okay, so we definitely need one more boiler, I think. Well... Each of these would be 1 boiler. This should be 1.5 boilers worth, based on that. So we should, I think, be reasonably fine here. Okay, copy-paste entity settings. Yes, we saw that. Fast belt bending. Okay, pressing R while dragging. Sounds good. Low power. Yes, we just looked at that. Underground belts. Yes. Entity splitters. Okay. Incoming items are split equally if there's free space in both outputs or routed to whatever output is free. Okay. Entity inserters, yes. Z to drop single items from your cursor. Okay, cool. Each boiler can support 2 steam things. Yeah, that's what the math here is telling me. I was just seeing that the steam was going up and down, and I wasn't quite sure. So let's check in on this area up here. Looks like they did a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Cool. We've got plenty of ammo up there. No problem there. We may want to think about getting some ammunition down over this way and putting up a couple more turrets. That might not be the worst of concepts. I also wouldn't necessarily mind getting a light down here. We're short on copper cables for that. We'd be able to get them pretty easily. But I think overall that's fine. Okay, taking a look at this, it looks like we've got a bit of a surplus of green science. That's always good to see. Not as much as our surplus of red science. That is extensive. But that's fine. So Logistics 2 will be finishing up eventually. We may want to even build additional labs if we've got a surplus here. We would need electronic circuits for that. Build, like, at least 1 more? There we go. Put that, like, here, and then do that. Cool. We'll see how that goes for consuming our science. We're almost certainly going to need more green science production, and that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. Now that we've got this sorted out, we can extend this basically as much as we feel like we need to. This is definitely a bit of a mess up here. It's not designed all that prettily, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. Okay. I do think that we probably want to work a little bit on our turreting down over here. Looks like they managed to hit here. That's fine. So let's get ourselves, I think, 2 more gun turrets. We'll need some copper plates for that. We can just grab some from right here. No problem with that. And we'll make 2. I want to put one in this corner here, and supplying these with ammunition is going to be interesting. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that, but we're going to put one of these. Oh, I just accidentally made a third. I guess that's fine. We're going to put one here. We're going to put the next one down over this way. Are you looking at where to expand to next? Honestly, no, because I'm expecting the tutorial to end fairly soon here for this stage, and so we'll be moving on pretty soon. Okay, we're going to put another gun turret here in this corner, and then another one once we get that crafted in this corner. Cool. We'll need to load them, and we can do something kind of like this. The question is, how are we going to get it from here to here? Well, we could just route it around this way. That would be reasonably doable. So bring it here, and then take it down this direction. Take this underground. Okay, that's the wrong way. Take that underground, like that, down to here. And then we can simply run it over this direction. Kind of like that. And then bring that down. That's not the direction I wanted that to go. Bring that down like this. Cool. Whoop, did not want that. Yeah, I actually don't want that to go underground. So we would bring that over this way. And then it could come up over here. We could just move this, though. That would probably be a little cleaner. Something along the lines of... Well, this would actually have to come down a little bit. I keep being surprised by the square size spacing in this game. I don't know why. But that would need to come down about like that. And then we'd need power over this way, obviously. And over this way. And over this way as well. There. So now we're able to move that... We're able to move those bullets over here, and we're much more protected down here. Cool. Watching your Raiders of Man series, really enjoying it so far. Well, that's fantastic to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Logistics 2 should be done researching somewhat soon. I mean, we've got 6 labs working simultaneously. Probably not a huge amount there, but should be okay for now. We can probably expand that out, though, looking at what we've got going on here. We can get another lab built here, and then we would need some electronics to build another. I want to build 2 here. What are we needing here? More electronics? Okay. There we go. Now, I don't know if we've got space here. We do here, but not here. Okay. A little awkward, for sure, but that's fine. And then we would do something like this. Cool. So we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't mind getting another lab up here. I don't really want to cut back these trees more than necessary, though. So that should be fine. We are seeing some combat going on over this way. They damaged our walls a little bit. That's fine. Not too concerned about that. I do want to grab some bricks over here. And we can put some coal into this guy. There we go. And let's just see about working on our wall a tiny bit more. So heading back down over this way. We are fairly close. Actually, this is kind of a decent stopping point for the wall there. I feel like they're not really going to get past this turret. I mean, that range isn't huge, but what are the odds that they come down like that? The AI hasn't seemed to be that smart thus far. Okay, more attacks over here. They're getting pretty agitated, no doubt about it. But we're going to be done here fairly soon with this section of the tutorial. So I think that'll be fine. We're at 81% on our logistics, and that'll be done soon-ish. We can always expand our labs this direction. That would be a possibility. We would need quite a number more electronic circuits, which we can grab. And continue on down. That is a random inserter on the ground. I don't know why that's there. I must have dropped it. I don't know. Okay, let's get these labs built. I'm going to build them here and here. And we'll just insert and get power. Cool. Now, a lot of this science is, this green science down this way is based entirely on this long-handed inserter, which does seem to be getting the job done. But I feel like that single point of failure might not be a good thing in the future. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. So we're under pretty heavy attack. This is not surprising. Yeah, they're getting a little bit of attacking done. We'll just repair these walls a bit. We've almost got logistics 2 researched. Cool. Should be reasonably safe for the moment. We are going to be running a deficit of green science, it looks like. I'm not hugely surprised about that one. So, we should probably get ourselves another assembly machine. There we go. And we'll set that up over here. We will extend this out just ever so slightly. And we will feed it like so. In fact, like so. There we go. And then that will go out over this way. Logistics 2 just finished. And we are going to immediately begin work on automobilism, since that is our goal. Okay, so this then connects here. So we would bring that up like so. Cool. Are you looking forward to trains? I mean, I have heard that that is a big part of this game. So, yeah, sure. I don't really know what to expect on a lot of it, though. Okay, so we're going to... This power is awkwardly small. We're going to have to do something like this. Okay. There we go. And we'll set this up to make green science as well. Now we should have additional green science production. We've got 5 green science production here. Your inserter production is too low. That's why your green science is down. Yeah, that is true. That is a good call. Definitely good call. We should duplicate this guy for sure. The problem there... No, we could make that work. So we're going to get another assembly machine here, and maybe even 2. We will need electronic circuits to make that happen. There we go. We'll make 2 of them, and then we're going to put those out over here. Okay, so for this, we know that we need from this line. So we can put that, like, here-ish. Alternatively, we could simply grab from here. I think that's maybe a bad idea. Yeah, I think that's maybe a bad idea. We are instead going to build this over here. Like so. This will be for producing inserters. There we go. And we're going to need power over this way, obviously. And we're going to need... Let's see. Both of those and electronic circuits. So we may need to grab ourselves an additional electronic circuit producer. This is probably enough to serve 1 of these, but not, I think, enough to do 2. I don't know that for a fact. I'm kind of making that up, but I feel like that's probably the case. Okay, so we're going to build this like down over probably here, actually. Take that out of there, and this would be for the electronic circuits. For that, we need the copper cables and the iron plates. So we have the iron plates here. Okay. I wish that inserters could pull around a corner. That would be nice. But since they can't, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of this, and we're going to have this go like so. I don't want you to pick that up. Okay. We're going to move these, and that is going to be here. There we go. And this is going to be making electronic circuits. Then we're going to extend this down this direction, like so. And then this can come over straight one more, and then over like this. Cool. We'll need power there, of course. That's fine. And then that needs iron plates and copper cables. Right, copper cables. Copper cables are currently going directly into this factory, basically as fast as they can go. So we're going to have this swap over to copper cables. I can't believe I forgot about the copper cables, but we're going to do this, and then that will go directly into another one of these. And this power line will need to be moved, but that's okay. And then that will be producing electronic circuits, which that needs to grab from what? Iron plates. Okay. So how are we going to get the iron plates down to here? That's the question I have at this point. One thing we could obviously do is try to move the iron plates onto here, which is a possibility. Is it a probability? Yes. Yes, it is. We can run them down this direction. We can pick some of them off from here, and then bring them down like so. From there, we can just pick it over to here. It goes into the far one, so that should get us what we need right here. Cool. Assuming that this thing is actually working. It's going the wrong way. That would help. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so that is looking good. And then we are going to grab ourselves 2 more assembling machines. And then what do we need for this? That was gear wheels? Yes. So we probably want to stop moving here in a moment. Like, we want this conveyor belt to stop here, right? And then this would output like that. We need to grab these gear wheels, and we can do that. So we could put this guy here. I don't want you to grab that necessarily. I was hoping you would grab from the far lane. Apparently it inserts into the far lane, but grabs from the near lane? That's interesting. That's very interesting. That was not what I expected it to do. Okay. Interesting. And we don't seem to be able to filter the actual inserter. Okay, so in that case, how do I want to handle this? We need to get iron gear wheels down this way. We can just move them from here onto this conveyor, I think. By doing something kind of like this. That'll need power, but something like that should do the trick. Yes. And then from there, we get it down over this direction. This can end right here. And then we move this over like so, like that. That should, in theory, do the trick. So then this would output into this here. We would need power over here, of course. And what would this be making? Well, this would be making assemblers, or rather, inserters. And then that could grab in like that. And then we can just extend this guy down. Grab that same thing again. And we would need some output from here. So I would probably want to move this guy down a little bit, actually. So let's move that out. And let's just put in a conveyor belt here. Moving like that. Okay, automobilism just finished up. We need to build a car. But I want to get this section finished first. We're lacking copper cable here. That is because this is lacking in copper plates, apparently. Do I have this facing the wrong way? No, I do not. But this doesn't need to be grabbing here. It needs to be grabbing this copper plate. What are we grabbing here? I don't know why we're grabbing anything here. Okay. So we want this to grab in. No, don't pull out. Grab in. It just doesn't have anywhere to put it, maybe? Oh yeah, that's going the wrong way. There we go. That would solve it. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're getting those microchips down over this way. I actually want to pull this back and have it only come in one tile. Like so. Because we need a little bit more space here. And then we're going to put in our assembling machines. And those will go here, here, and here. We will need power for them. And we can put that, like, there. Cool. And then we can do something kind of like this. There we go. And then bring that down a little bit. Maybe not that far, but something kind of like that. Cool. Now we don't really have any output for this, and that's reasonably fine for the moment. So we're going to need power over... Oh, there we go. Power over this way. Oh, that's disgusting. But there we go. And then we'll have these outputting inserters. Okay, so automobilism has finished up. What do we need to make the actual car? So we need to build a car. We need steel plates and engine units. Okay, so steel plates are this here that we saw. We can make some of those, but we need to use a stone furnace for it. That's fine. We can just come up over this way and, like... Actually, we can probably just make a custom stone furnace for that. There we go. That'll be fine. And we can deposit that right over here, grab a little bit of coal, and put that coal in here. Probably could have used the wood, but that's okay. And then we would want to do, what is that, iron plates in there to make steel plates, I'm guessing? We'll see. We are under attack up over this way. This is deeply unsurprising. Can get a little bit of repair work done there. Okay. And yeah, that is making steel plates. So how many total of those do we need? We need 5 steel plates, we need 20 iron plates, and 8 engine units. Okay, so how do we make engine units? So we're going to need 13 total steel plates. We're going to need 16 pipes. Sounds good. We can make some pipes here, and that will require additional iron plates. So we'll just make our way over this way. Actually, we can just pull some additional iron plates out of this. We know that we need like a total of 15 steel plates, I think it is. So we can probably do that. Okay, so we needed how many total iron plates again? It was 2 times 8, so 16. We have 9 right now, and we will just get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, there we go. And then we will need... We've got the gear wheels. That shouldn't be a problem. So we need just 13 steel plates. But we need 8 engine units. So we need more steel plates than that. Right. No, it's 1 steel plate per engine unit. Okay, so that's 5 steel plates there. That's going to take a little bit of time to smelt that up, but that should be fine. No real problem there. We don't have a research going right now. I guess we could just grab one kind of at random? Sure. We'll research fast inserters. Cool. That box has a bunch of copper plates in it. We'll just go ahead and take that. No big deal. This is definitely a slow smelt. We could get another smelter working on it, but we have 7 of them. I think it's reasonably okay. So for the components that we need for the engine units, can we start crafting those? It cannot be crafted by hand. It needs to be made in an assembling machine. Okay. So with that in mind, we will go ahead and make ourselves an assembling machine. And this is not really going to be too connected to anything else. We will need some power, of course. And we're going to tell it to make engine units. Okay. We're going to give it... We need 8 iron gear wheels in here. So we're going to move in, I guess, 49. And pipes, we know that we have 16. We have what we need. And we can move in 7 of the steel plates that we need. Well, that was very fast. Okay. We can grab weapon shooting speed, I suppose. That's fine. We'll grab a few more steel plates out of here, and we will put in our 1 additional steel plate that we needed. And then from here, we know that we need 3 more steel plates, in theory. I believe that we need 5 total from here. So we are going to need more iron plates in here. That's fine. So we should need 1 more. This should be the last one that we need. So we'll pull that out of there for now, just so that it doesn't keep burning. Okay, we'll grab this. And once we have 1 more iron plate, which we'll go over here and grab, and our engineering, or rather our engine units, we should be good to go. 2 more engine units to go. Excellent. Any moment now. Those fast inserters are probably a good thing to have, but are you able to research the improved smelters? I don't know. We may or may not be able to at this point. Let's see. That improves the builders, the assemblers. It may be locked at this time. But the smelters aren't that big of a concern at this moment. We just need to get this last one here. I'm expecting after we have the car that this section of the tutorial ends, so that should be fine. Okay. 1 last engine unit here. Cool. We actually have enough to make more, but that's fine. So now we'll need... Oh, we need 8 engine units. Right, that's right. Okay, I'm reasonably dumb. For some reason, I was thinking 5 engine units. That is not the number of engine units that we need. We're going to grab a few more iron plates here. And we need more steel plates. Cool. So this is 6. We're making 7 right now. Actually, this is 8, isn't it? This is correct. No, I was right. I was just thinking about it wrong. Fantastic. I like it when that happens. Yeah, this will be 8. Sounds good. So we'll have enough to make the car. It includes a vehicle machine gun and consumes burnable fuel. Okay. Good to know. So let's get this last engine unit here. And let's get that car built. Can we build that out here, or do we need another, like, assembly thing for it? Well, we need iron plates. Was that enough iron plates? No, that was 9 iron plates. Let's get some more. That was 15. And that's 25. So that'll do the trick. Okay, let's try building this car and see what happens. Apparently cars build very quickly indeed. And we now have a car. Okay. So we need to refuel that. What does that run off of? Basically any type of fuel. Okay, so we will grab a bunch of coal here. We've got plenty of that. 42 coal. And in we go. We may want to grab some ammo as well, just to be on the safe side, since I see that we can stock some of that in there. How much was that? Probably enough. Okay, so we would store some ammunition in there. Where did that go? Oh, did that go in here? It did. Okay. Use enter to get into the car. That's weird. Okay. So... you, like, set the velocity? Like, you accelerate and decelerate. Yeah, I see I'm damaging stuff. I'm not shocked about that, but... that's a little... this handle's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure we actually have a way to get out of here, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's get out of the car then. And disassemble the car. And we're going to reassemble the car where we can actually get out of here. Okay, that's enough joyriding. Apparently that's all we needed to do. All right, we just need to drop it over here. Okay. I should pack for the trip. I don't know what I'm walking into here. Okay, so we need to pack with 400 iron plates, 200 copper plates, 20 gun turrets, 200 firearms magazines, 50 steel plates, and 100 coal. A lot of that's pretty easy to come by. We're already making all of it, but that's certainly a lot. And I think that has to go into the trunk? I'm guessing. So we want 100 coal, which we have right now. There we go. So next up would be copper plates. We do have 200 of that ready to go. There we go. 200 firearms magazines. We've got plenty of firearms magazines. We'll just make our way up over here and grab a bunch of them. Okay. Now, how many was that? Well, they all went over here. So that was 200. We're going to put these here, move these here, go like that. Cool. Okay. So back over here, we're going to put that in. We need 50 steel plates, which that's going to be the most complicated thing to get at this point. I think that we are going to make ourselves a couple more smelters because 50 is a lot of steel plates. That'll take a while. I'll make like 3 more. They're awkwardly spaced, but I'm sure that's fine. Okay, we'll grab some coal and split this up a little bit. I don't know how much coal we really need for this, but it'll be fine. We can always refuel these if we need to. And we've got some wood here too. So now we need a lot of iron plates. So I'm actually going to start smelting iron ore here. We have 5 here, but we're going to put some iron ore here and here. Okay. And we will just continue our production for now. We should be expecting a lot of these iron plates as we fill up over here are going to start backing up. And in fact, we can see that over here. We can grab some iron plates here. In fact, we may as well take the gears as well, just to make that a little easier. Okay, so that's 132 iron plates. So we're going to come over here and immediately begin smelting. If we divide this in half and move that into here, and then divide that into half. Oh, each of these is 5? Okay, that's fine. We can get those started for now. And then this requires more ore, so we're just going to pull these out of here and put half of those there. And then this is still going with the ore, so that's fine for right now. Looks good. 20 gun turrets, huh? That's a lot of gun turrets. So what do we need to create 20 gun turrets? Iron plates, copper plates, iron gear wheels. Okay. That's a lot of iron plates and a lot of copper plates. We can grab these copper plates here. We have plenty of those, I think. Iron plates are what we are currently primarily lacking. Almost getting stuck there. That's exciting. Okay, so we've got 71 iron plates here. I'm going to continue putting some of them in here. Okay. We'll pull out these steel plates for the time being. That's 15 steel plates. Okay. 400 total iron plates is a lot of iron plates. This is now a wood-powered car, for the record. Okay, so the copper plates are already in there. We're working on the iron plates. We're going to put the steel plates in. We need another 35 of those. Those should be done relatively soon. Just let this finish up. Okay. 3 more steel plates, 2 more steel plates, and 2 more steel plates. Sounds good. And I guess we could research something. It doesn't really matter what at this point, I don't think, but that's fine. May as well work on it. That is working pretty quick, actually. Okay, 8, 9, and 10. So that's 10 total steel plates. We'll grab these iron plates here, and I'm going to move half of them in here, and the other half in here. Okay. So that's 13 steel plates. We need a lot more. Let's go see if we can procure some more iron plates over here. Cool. There's some more iron plates. That brings us up to 76. We're going to need a lot more than that, but we're going to come on over here and start working on that. Cool. All of these are underway-ish. Okay. And that'll be a bit. So we've got 15 in the car right now. There's that research done. We can work on, like, steel axes, I suppose. And we can deposit these here. So we've got 34 steel plates now. Can the loading arms interact with the smelters? Yeah, absolutely they can. I'm just doing it manually right now because I don't feel like there's a huge amount of point in automating this task list. But I do want to make a bunch of gun turrets, and iron plates are the necessity for that. So our iron plates are all up over this way. They're starting to stack up again, but it'll take them a little bit. The steel plates are the more important thing. Do you have a better idea of how you'll start your new base? I mean, I've definitely learned a lot of things. That's for sure. I don't know if it'll be a good way to start the new base. Probably not. Okay, so that's 12. We need a total of 16. We're very close now on the steel beams. So that's 14, 15, 16. So that's enough steel plates. We're going to head over here. Now we need roughly 1 trillion iron plates. So, there's 50. Did we have a box somewhere that was storing iron plates, I wonder? I don't think so. I think we already dealt with that. I guess we'll repair the bits that we ran into with our car. Perfect. Okay. So at this point, I would like to grab some more iron here and head down over this way and just continue to smelt. Okay, we don't need to do that. We want to do this instead. We do have more steel plates here, but that's okay. We can grab these iron plates out of here. So we have 4 iron plates right now. We need a lot more than that. That's for sure. Like, we need a whole lot more. I think we're currently just lacking in iron over this way. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. It doesn't need to be there. So that'll be fine. Iron plates are what we need, and we are producing them here. And we're not really consuming them down here either. So that's great. Steel axe has been finished, and we can grab, I don't know, like physical projectile damage. That'll do. Okay, we're just going to continue to grab these. That's 65. So we need to make a bunch of gun turrets with them as well. We'll make 3 of them. And then coming on over this way, that's 14 more plates. Sure. It's not a huge amount. That's for sure. Would it be worth chucking in a few more miners? Maybe, actually. Because I do think that our biggest issue is our iron production here. So that would probably not be a terrible idea. So that's an electric mining drill here. Is this actually on resources? Yes, there are resources up over here. Okay. So that wouldn't probably be a terrible concept. We can go for another couple of electric mining drills. We've got 3 of them right now. So we could put one right here just for free. And one right here as well. I would love to get one like right here. We can't quite reach there. I guess that'll do. Okay. So we'll produce more iron. I don't think that's optimal under any circumstances, but it doesn't have to be. All we need is 1 million iron plates right now. And that just means that we have to keep these smelters running. That is the main thing there. So this over here doesn't have anything in it. I just wanted to double check that. But that should ramp up our production of iron plates here. Now, only half of these are actually coming out over here. The other half are going down this way. Let's check in on what the bugs have been up to. Dying, as it turns out. They have been dying. Okay. Cool. So we're going to head down over this way. That is a lot of iron coming in now, at least in comparison to what it was. And that's great. Mining speed 0.5 per second. Okay, so they're all the same speed. Good to know. But yes, these iron plates here that are coming down this direction, they are currently being terminated here. Like, they don't come down over here, right? So that's understood. But we're going to grab these guys. Gotta get a little closer in there. Sure, I guess we're grabbing the iron wheels too. I was hoping not to do that, but it's okay. That's 88 iron plates. So we need 20 total gun turrets. And we can produce a lot of them. But, there we go. We'll get a few more of those going. Iron plates are definitely the bane of our existence right now. So we're going to get some gun turrets in here. That's 4, and we need a lot more. That's 5. Fantastic. Okay, so all of these are now permanently running. That is exactly what we want. That is very, very good. So that will ramp up our production of them a lot. Okay, let's grab these. There we go. And that allows us to build 2 more gun turrets. Fantastic. So we've got 4 in our inventory once those finish constructing. And we will put those here. 1 more to construct. We almost have half of them. But yeah, our real deficit right now is iron plates. I would not mind smelting more, but I don't know that our production can handle it unless we were to expand this with another conveyor belt, like going this way, which is a possibility. So we would expand this kind of like so. Actually, take that back a little bit. And then just move it in kind of like that. It would be fine. And then we can expand that slightly, but we don't have any more electric mining drills. We could do a burner mining drill. We could make an electric mining drill. What does that actually take? It does take iron plates, but it may be worthwhile. The question is, would more iron throughput actually be worthwhile if all of these are mining or are all smelting simultaneously? It looks like we have about the right throughput, honestly. So I think that's fine. I don't think there's any major problem here. Well, there's physical projectile damage, and we'll research heavy armor. Cool. And we'll grab all of those. Get ourselves a few more of these gun turrets. We can get 2 more. That brings us up to 11. Cool. I'm kind of interested in coming up this way and not dying. Hello, bug. I just want to spend a little bit of time here. I don't want to go too far, though, because I don't want to risk dying. That would not be good. Hello, bugs. Cool. We do have an opening here, and I should probably close that back up. Okay. There we go. Got a little bit of bug shooting out. And let's come on down this way, grab ourselves more steel plates. So we can see there's a good amount of steel plates here, and I'm just going to nab those. Beautiful. Okay, that gives us 98. I keep calling them steel plates. They are iron plates. We're going to make more gun turrets. That should bring us up to 15. in total. Cool. More iron plates over here that we can definitely grab. We've got a lot of these iron gear wheels that we don't necessarily need. That's okay. Okay, that's another 3 gun turrets there. We'll get those queued up. So we're making 7, or we'll have 7 in our inventory once we're done with this, I think. Cool. That's 15, so 5 more to go. All is good. What are the flashing red triangle icons on the turrets? If we come up here, yeah, that just indicates that they don't have enough ammo. So they need to get ammo resupplied. Yeah, exactly. And the reason why they don't have enough ammo right now is, I suspect, because we've been taking all of the steel plates. Or rather, iron plates. I keep doing that. We've been taking all of the iron plates rather than having them come up here. So, well, actually, that's coming out over this way. No, they just need ammo. I think it's because we took a bunch of the ammo and put it in the car. And that's why it's just, there's a deficit right now, and it needs to work its way through that. I'm pretty sure that's all that's going on there. Okay, so heavy armor finished up. Is there any other research that we actually have available? I don't think so. No, that's it. Cool. Okay, so we're going to come down over this way, grab more iron plates. And we have 5 in the car right now. We need 2 more. There we go. So that's all the gun turrets that we need. At this point, all we need is 400 iron plates. That's a lot of iron plates. We'll get that last gun turret in there. Cool. And let's check down over here. There's a few iron plates here. Definitely not 400, I can tell you that. Okay, we've got 56. We'll grab some from over here as well. That puts us at 79. So almost 25% of what we need. Cool. We'll move this in over here. There we go. 79 out of 400. And we should start seeing... Yeah. So the problem here is that the ammo doesn't come out this direction until this starts to back up. So we have to fill up this whole conveyor belt before this goes this way. It's a design flaw for sure. But yeah, that's the way that this works. So these are going to be out of ammo for a little bit until we get that sorted. In reality, that's almost certainly not the best way to do that. But I don't claim to be good at this game. This is like my first time playing it, so. Okay, we're going to head down here. Would it be worth directing all plates to a box? I mean, maybe. That's a possibility. We just got another 42. I mean, we are getting the plates. So, I mean, that's 121 now. I think we're getting the plates reasonably quickly enough. We'll just let these all come in. And at this point, we can just kind of walk back and forth here between these two locations and pick up the plates as they're available. They're starting to back up just immediately. We're not outputting anything from this. So this is actually not using any steel plates. And this kind of isn't either. We're not really outputting anything from that either. So that's fine. Is a Factorio playthrough going to take the KSP slot? I haven't thought about that, actually. Okay, we have over half of our steel plates here now. Yeah, I haven't really considered what's going to fill the KSP slot once that's done. Although that is... It's not super close to being done, but it's going to be done eventually, for sure. I think there's a decent amount of content left there, but not a huge amount. Okay. So we're going to grab these steel plates here. Fantastic. We're at 49 in our inventory. Okay. Well, we're definitely making good progress here. That is 250 done out of the 400. Okay. And how are we doing on our ammo up here? It's got a ways to go. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to come back down over this way, grab all of this iron. Fantastic. Decent chunk of it there. And all of this iron as well. Cool. Puts us at 56. That's going to be 306. 94 to go. We're definitely producing it at a relatively prodigious clip right now. At least as far as this infrastructure goes. Grab a little bit here. Have you ever played Stationeers? No, I have not. I'm not familiar with that game. You'll have to tell me more about it. Okay, so we have 33 here. There we go. That gives us 49. So we are incredibly close now to having what we need. 55. So we need 45 more. We currently have 5. There's plenty more around, though. And let's just grab this. That's 25. So we need 20 more. $33. 10 more. Okay. $48. That'll do it. Let's get this done. So, there we go. Now what? All right, that should be it. Let's go. Cool. That took a long time. And off we go. Oh my. Okay, well. This looks exciting. Well, this doesn't look too good. I don't see any engineer corpses, so they must have escaped in time. It looks like they were researching advanced technologies here. If I repair the base, I can continue their research. This will require a lot of repair. I'll need to repair the rail infrastructure too. The local resource patches will run dry soon. Okay, so this is a much bigger map. No doubt about that. What is the difference between these conveyor belts here? The ones with the arrows and the ones without the arrows. Ah, these are fast transport belts. Okay, I gotcha. So we clearly need power. That is one of the big things that we need. Looks like their power generation is up over here. Okay, so power is under production? Yes. Okay, so they have these pumps here. The pipes need to be repaired. Cool. Oh, we have a bunch of pipes. Right. We made those. So we can do that. And then we need to make our way up into here. Let's see. That should be connected as is. We need fuel here now. And then this actually wasn't connected like that. What we needed here would be an additional boiler. And that would go right there. So this is now online. And it's offline. It requires fuel. Okay. So we'll head over this direction. This conveyor belt here needs to be repaired. So we're going to bring all of that in. There is a inserter here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a few more. These could be burner inserters, actually, but we don't have any of those on hand right now. We could swap those over and do something kind of like that. Okay, and then we would need another boiler here, but well, yeah, we can put in a boiler. Okay, so that gives us way more steam than we'll probably ever need. If we come over here, we can then have some of these steam engines coming online. So, Does this go underground? I'm guessing it did. Like that? I'm not sure how these were initially connected, but I'm guessing it went underground. Like that. We can set that up, at least temporarily. Now, we're going to have to repair this conveyor, for sure. Like so. We'll need power lines that go up like so. Okay. That boiler was the wrong way around. Yeah, it looks like it actually was. We'll go ahead and remove that and put it in the correct way around. I'm not sure that actually matters in this regard, but we'll make sure. Actually, it probably does because of this pipe. Yeah, it would have mattered. Okay, this here is broken, so we will need to repair that with an underground belt. Like that. Okay, that'll get us coal flowing up here. Now, we don't have water coming in here, I think. So let's take a look at the underground pipe here. Yeah, this should be connected, actually. Okay, what do we got going on up here? Output full. Oh, okay. This pipe up over this way isn't doing anything, I think. Okay, we'll leave that be for now. We should have plenty of power, in theory. Okay, so we're going to come down over here now that we've got power restored to some degree. We do have solar panels up over this way that we should probably repair that. There we go. Not that they're going to be helpful right now. Okay. So there's some power. Now, what do we got going on down over this way? We've got fast inserters here. I don't know. This seems like this is basically a whole thing. Our power is not going over this direction, so we should probably connect that up. We can... I don't know if that was the correct spot for that or not, but we can definitely power this a little bit more. It's a little bit awkwardly powered for sure. But I guess that'll do for now. So they've got a bunch of steel furnaces here, and then there's all of this mess over here. Repair the base and research automated rail transportation. Okay. So we've got this coal going. That's getting our power back online-ish. We can repair that and expand it over time. This coal won't last forever, obviously. That's what they said. And this conveyor was previously heading this direction. Okay. Like that. And then there was also a conveyor that looks to me like it was heading like this. I don't know what was going on with that. I think I'm just going to remove that for the time being. Okay. So that seems reasonably fine, but this is definitely going to be a whole thing. So I think I might stop here for now and come back to this in the next stream. I'm definitely very interested in what we've got going on here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but this seems like a somewhat reasonable stopping point. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that for now. And next stream, we will come back to this and see if we can make sense of what's going on here. That will be absolutely great, I think. A very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including, I don't have my thing up here. There we go. Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.